Hey Canelo, if the WBC asks you to either fight Golovkin next or give up the belt, what do you do?
Ready?
You ready? So we're gonna see Golovkin in May or what?
Ready.
There it is.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? Well, it is finally official today that Canelo Alvarez will be facing Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. May 6th, Cinco de Mayo weekend at a catch weight of 164.5 pounds. Now, yes, this is not Canelo versus Golovkin, but I truly do believe this is still a very good sideshow. And the reason why I say it's a sideshow because it does nothing for Canelo's status in terms of elevating his pound-for-pound status. In other words, this fight wouldn't even help Canelo crack the top 10 of the pound-for-pound list. Now, don't get it twisted. I already know that some sites like The Ring, they have him rated as pound for pound, top 10, one of the best fighters in the world. But let's not forget, The Ring magazine is owned by Canelo's promoter, Oscar De La Hoya. And there are other biased websites that would put Canelo in the top 10. But there is nothing that Canelo has done to where he deserves to be in the top 10. His biggest two wins were very controversial, and that is over Austin Trout and Edis Lara. Now, even though trainers and fans have said that the Trout fight could have been a draw, I don't really have a big problem with the Trout decision. I personally believe that performance put Canelo in the top 15 pound for pound. So Canelo is working his way up there. And of course, I give Canelo a good shot of actually beating Gennady Golovkin. So if he were to obviously beat Gennady Golovkin, in my opinion, he would shoot all the way up to the top 5 possibly. Now let me just say this. When Jermall Charlo, when he dominated, and he truly dominated Austin Trout with no controversy, I still didn't put Jermall Charlo in the top 10 just off of that performance alone. So getting back to Canelo versus Chavez, the reason why I see this as a very entertaining sideshow is we are used to seeing Canelo Alvarez as the much bigger man in the ring. We've seen it against Floyd Mayweather, Canelo versus Amir Khan. But now for the first time, Canelo is going to truly be the smaller man going up against the bigger man. But even when I say that, I could be wrong because for all we know, maybe Canelo can naturally rehydrate to the same weight that Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. can. I don't know, but it's a possibility. But still on paper, it looks like Canelo Alvarez is the smaller guy going into this fight. He's certainly much shorter than Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., so it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see, if he can really walk through, or if Julio Cesar Chavez, I should say, if Chavez can walk through Canelo's punches because he's smaller. Because one thing I will say is, when Julio Cesar Chavez fought Sergio Martinez, even though Martinez was beating the shit out of Chavez, Chavez was walking through all of those punches because Chavez was far more bigger than Sergio Martinez was the night of the fight. It'll be interesting to see if Chavez can walk through Canelo's punches the same way. Now, I truly believe that Canelo Alvarez is not comfortable with pressure. I believe that if you put him on the ropes and you let your hands go, he's either going to tie you up or he's going to be uncomfortable. He did this in the James Kirkland fight. When James Kirkland just threw him on the ropes and let his hands go, Canelo was a little uncomfortable in that first round, and he was forced to tie up as opposed to going back and forth, and he didn't do that. So overall, this is a fight that I look forward to watching. This should be a very exciting, entertaining fight. This is obviously a huge fight for the Mexican fans, when we know that Mexican fans are some of the biggest boxing fans in the sport of boxing. So this fight should do really good numbers, and we just may get to see Canelo versus Golovkin in September following this fight. I think there's a very good chance that it can happen, because if Canelo were to move up to 165 and fight someone who's probably going to weigh about 180 to 200 pounds the night of the fight, if Canelo is willing to fight this guy and still not willing to fight Golovkin after this, Canelo is going to make himself look even worse. He's going to dig a hole even deeper for himself if he doesn't take the Golovkin fight next. So that's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
Hi, you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation. Woo!